I'm not going to start with what I have written in front of me here. I firstly want to say that the brilliance, creativity, and talent of this group is not in doubt. And listening to Joe and Nate gives you just a snapshot of the brilliance we have in this room with us today. And each of them, each of these 23, if you give them the opportunity, will continue to blow your minds this evening. I just want to talk about how privileged we had to have you here with us. You've spoken so much about the impact of the Presidential Precinct, but you've also impacted us greatly. In the past 1 hour, you've shown us why you are the future of the African continent. I stand on all existing protocols on the shoulders of the elders in this room and say that we're incredibly privileged to just sit in this room with you today. When Joe was talking, when Nate was talking, you all spoke about relationships, and even when the ambassador spoke, when James spoke, when Chizuza spoke, I heard themes of collaboration, community, coming together, and this is essentially what makes the Presidential Precinct strong. This is what makes the Mandela Washington Fellowship what it is today. And talking about joint purpose, talking about community, talking about collaboration, I'd like to dedicate the recognition just given to me, to my old team. Firstly, to Karen Walker. Karen is our academic director, and she puts together the rigorous, very rigorous, but exciting program that not just those fellows have been through, but every program we have at the precinct, and we have quite a number of them. Karen ensures that we have the best, most competitive, most impactful program that any academic institution can boast of. So thank you so much, Karen. Of course, to Grace, Clara. Grace is the administrative director, and you can see from the applause, Grace is our Man Friday. We go to Grace for everything. Thank you, Grace. I'd also like to recognize Andrew, who is our communications director. And the reason why this recognition is important to me and why I'm taking it first and not last is because it takes a lot of hard work and teamwork to put this program together. So thank you so much, Andrew. Of course, to Lee and Carver. Our leadership manager, thank you so much, Lee. Katie Crisal, Psych Lead, University of Virginia. Sylvia Mettendorfer, Psych Lead for William and Mary. Patrick Campbell, James Madison's Montpelier. Sarah Bon Harper, Jim Monroe's Highland. Thank you, Sarah Bon Harper. Brandon Dillard of the Thomas Jefferson Monticello. Asa Sacco, Summer Associate from the University of Virginia. Grace Sealers, Summer Associate. So Asa is our intern from UVA, while Grace is our intern from William and Mary. And you can tell they've done a brilliant job. Our project coach is here in the room tonight. Home Hospitality Host, community partners, and of course the Colonial Williamsburg Foundation. I see Dana here, thank you so much. So what has happened in the past 6 weeks? In the first week, you learned about the foundations for leadership development, how to create a durable contract, communication, and problem solving. Your second week was focused on civic participation, with emphasis on media relations for nonprofits, executive communication, advocacy, organizational skills, and understanding your strengths. In the third week, the framework was stewardship. You discussed stakeholder engagement, relational acumen, leadership styles and effectiveness, volunteerism, community service, managing transitions and challenging issues, and of course, maximizing your strengths. Your fourth week was building a strong civil society, connecting values to vision, learning about Constitution and Montpelier. You also wrote your own Constitution. You spent ample time. That was an engaging session. You spent ample time learning how to write a Constitution for an imaginary country and what ideals are dear to you and your countrymen. Week 5 was about entrepreneurship, the nexus between democracy and strong economies. You owned your business ideas with your project coaches. You learned behavioral competences, design thinking, personal brand management, creating a leadership network, nonprofit leadership, and you also visited Virginia State University. And at the VSU, you interacted with professionals on innovation in STEM, government and public policy, and public health strategies. And your last week here was focused on good governance, decision-making, social entrepreneurship, communication and negotiation, leading with purpose, including the Africa Ideas Festival, where you presented your ideas to our partners and the public. Beyond what you learned in the classroom, you also embedded yourselves in the Charlottesville and Williamsburg communities, making new friends and understanding our systems here in the United States of America. I really hope you enjoyed our Southern hospitality, and everybody you met here made you feel at home. In the next 48 hours, you will be on your way home. And we will miss you sorely. We learned about your culture and traditions. We learned a lot from your leadership and how you interacted with one another. And we were inspired by the remarkable investment you're all making in your countries. Most importantly, we learned that the future is very bright with leaders like you. You are committed to solving long-standing challenges in your communities, and the Presidential Precinct in turn is committed to supporting you forever. As you sit on the plane home tomorrow, Saturday, some of you are going on Sunday. As you sit on that plane home, I hope that you are immensely proud of yourselves. I hope you feel validated. I hope you feel renewed. I hope it all makes sense to you. I hope you feel you matter. I hope you feel that you're making a difference. I hope that you feel that this world needs you. Most importantly, I hope that you've learned never to give up, no matter what. I listened to the promise you made to us in your speech, and you promised everyone in this room that when we hear about you in the next few years, in the next few months, we're going to hear testimonies of renewed purpose. We're going to hear testimonies of a shared effective destiny. We're going to hear about the difference you're making. We're going to hear about how you are coming together and building solutions to tackle lifelong challenges on the continent and beyond. I want to thank you all for that promise. You might think the promise is to you and your people back home, but the promise is also to us at the precinct. Because listening to that promise made me believe that the Presidential Precinct is making a difference. So I want to thank you one more time for making the Presidential Precinct network richer, better, more fulfilling, and even adding more purpose to my job and our jobs. I can go on forever in gratitude to you all. But I want to say that we will remember that we met the 23 of you in the 2025 quart, the best quart ever. And I'll try to remember not to say this to the next quart that they're the best quart ever. Just thank you, that's it. Thank you all. In the next few minutes, when I leave this podium, you're all going to line up and go to ring the bell, which is a huge tradition for us here. But when that bell rings, what we're going to hear in this room is the end of your program. But I hope you know that that bell meant the beginning of the best of your lives. Thank you so much.